Today we have info on USPS celebrating Peanuts cartoonist with Forever Stamp, World Letter Writing Day, Brett's Picks, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Lily and a sports update with Sawyer Hughes.
Today is Thursday, September 1st, 2022.
We are live from Studio H12 in the Schroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Center High School, and you are watching VOX News Today.
Welcome back. I'm Amber Filyaw.
And I am Colin Crisp, and these are your top stories for today.
A unique piece of jewelry is up for grabs, but you may have to break the bank for it. Sotheby's is auctioning off the Williamson Pink Star Diamond, which is considered among the rarest of all gemstones. Officials describe the diamond as, quote, fancy vivid pink, weighing it in at just 11 carats, which is bigger than most diamonds of that color. It's expected to bring in at least $21 million.
Officials in Ecuador are investigating the deaths of 4 giant tortoises in the Galapagos Islands. Investigators are looking into allegations that the endangered animals have been poached for their meat. The tortoises are among the largest living animals on the planet. Hunting the tortoises is illegal, but experts note wildlife hunters consider tortoise meat a delicacy.
Police responded to a crash Tuesday morning involving multiple vehicles that left thousands of tomatoes splattered across the highway in California. The tomato truck driver lost control and hit another car before crashing, though, to the center divider. The chain of events left 4 cars crashed and 3 people injured.
Part of Interstate 55 in Memphis was forced to close around rush hour on Tuesday evening after an 18-wheeler crashed and unleashed a load of Alfredo sauce that spilled over multiple lanes. The crash involved a tractor-trailer carrying jars of Five Brothers Alfredo sauce, according to CBS affiliate WREG. No injuries were reported, according to WREG.
In California, crews are battling a brush fire northwest of Los Angeles. The route fire in Castaic was reported around noon on Wednesday. So far, it has burned more than 4,000 acres, injured multiple firefighters, and prompted evacuations. Intense flames shot up into the air near the 5 freeway near Lake Hughes Road near Castaic. Very dry brush prompted a massive aerial response. Now these are brutal conditions for firefighters, but the heat at its peak reaching 110 degrees. 8 were overtaken by the heat. 7 had to go to the hospital.
What American city has the nation's fastest community-wide internet service? Answer, Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's according to EPB, an internet, TV, phone, and energy company in Chattanooga. The company has launched a community-wide 25 gigabits per second internet service. The 100% fiber optic network will be available to all residential and commercial customers in the area, but it doesn't come cheap. A residential customer will pay $1,500 a month. Businesses will pay more than $12,000 monthly. The company expects prices to eventually come down as the rest of the market catches up.
California won't allow teens aged 15 and up to be vaccinated against the coronavirus without their parents' consent. State Senator Scott Wiener said Wednesday that he won't put the measure up for a vote in the state assembly because it doesn't have enough support to pass. Minors aged 12 to 17 in California can already receive vaccinations for hepatitis B and HPV that prevented sexually transmitted diseases without parental permission. The bill would have expanded that for teens 15 and older to any vaccine that has been approved by the U.S.
A biracial man who says he was fending off a racist attack when he fired a gun into a pickup truck on a Georgia highway has been convicted of involuntary manslaughter for killing one of the truck's teenage passengers. The jury verdict in Statesboro spared 23-year-old Mark Wilson from a felony murder conviction sought by prosecutors. Defense attorneys acknowledged during the week-long trial that Wilson fired the bullet that killed 17-year-old Haley Hutchinson in June 2020.
And now let's check on our weather. Lily, what can you tell us?
It is sunny outside today, and you will love what I have to say about the weather forecast right after this break.
Sounds awful. Seriously, awful. But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
We are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back. I'm Lily Fowler with your weather. Here's your weather at a glance for today. The high will be 91 and the low is 66 with precipitation of 6%, and the wind will be at 2 miles per hour. Right now it is currently 60 degrees, and on Friday the high will be 88 and the low will be 68. The humidity is 100% and the dew point is 60 degrees and the pressure is 30 inches. Visibility will be 9 miles and the UV index is 0. As flooding continues across Pakistan, the death toll has risen to 1,191 people. That's according to the country's National Disaster Management Authority, they add. In just the last day, more than 69,000 homes have been damaged or destroyed. 1/3 of Pakistan is currently underwater. Thousands of people are sleeping out in the open air because their homes have been completely inundated with water. Villages have been swept away from the north to the south of the country with extreme rain and extreme flooding that has ravaged Pakistan's landscape since mid-June. Now let's take a look at our national radar. There is rain in the Mexico border of Texas and some near Florida, and more rain towards the Canada border in the north. And here's a look at your local radar. It'll be clear skies all throughout. And now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. On Thursday, it'll be 91 and a low of 66. On Friday, there will be isolated thunderstorms, a high of 88 and a low of 68. On Saturday, it will be rainy with a high of 82 and a low of 68. On Sunday, there will be thunderstorms with a high of 79 and a low of 68. On Monday, there will be scattered thunderstorms and a high of 81 and a low of 67. On Tuesday, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 83 and a low of 67. And on Wednesday, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 84 and a low of 66. That is all I have for your weather. Here's Sawyer with your sports report.
Today we have Brett's picks, latest MLB scores, and some cool things to know about the NFL, and also an episode of Brett's picks and more after this break.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the king, come banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
We are Cleveland Ford.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Are you kidding?
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
Oh, that's the power of one.
Civility. Pass it on.
One great
Welcome back. I'm Sarah Hughes with your sports, and here's Brett Whitehead with the year's first episode of Brett's Picks. Except he's not here right now. Chicago White Sox manager Tony La Russa is out indefinitely.
I'm Gwen Schroyer, and along with
Brett Whitehead.
This is the Brett Whitehead. You guys are so privileged. This is year number, is it 17? 17 times we've been doing this? I'm just thinking, I don't know, I'm guess I'm the one that, you're privileged too. Let's get into it. Here's a look at all the people here at Bradley that are making picks this year with Brett. We have Brett, Colin Crisp is new to this, and Sawyer Hughes, Coach Carpenter, Coach Dills, Mr. Garrett, Mr. German twice, it looks like.
Yeah.
Mr. Langdon, Coach Payne, Mr. Rich, myself, and Coach Thompson. Let's look at the first game. First game of the week is on Thursday. It's a Thursday night game, 8 o'clock tonight.
Today.
Penn State versus Purdue. Who do you have in this one, Brett?
I got Penn State.
Penn State with the win. Okay, moving on to Saturday games. North Carolina facing Appy State. And that game is at noon on ESPNU. Who do you have, Brett?
I got North Carolina.
Okay, good pick. Next game we have is number 11, Oregon, against number 3, Georgia.
Going down to Athens.
And this one at Athens. 3:30 game on ABC. Who do you have, Brett?
I have the Bulldogs of Georgia.
With a top 25 win. Okay.
Of Georgia.
Next game we have is number 23, Cincinnati, at number 19, Arkansas. Happy to have these games with top 25 teams. 3:30 game on ESPN. Who do you have?
I have Arkansas.
Arkansas with the win.
At Arkansas.
At Arkansas. Next game we have is special one, MTSU at JMU, 6 o'clock game on ESPN Plus. You have to have a special subscription for that. Who do you have? Middle Tennessee?
Yeah.
Middle Tennessee. That's the Blue Raiders at Middle Tennessee.
From Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, playing down in Florida.
Yeah.
Number 7, Utah at Florida. The faded Florida. Barely read that on the green field. That's a 7 o'clock game on ESPN. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Florida.
That would be a huge upset. Huge upset if Florida were to beat Utah. Unranked Florida beating a number 7, top 10 Utah. Okay, next game is number 5, Notre Dame against number 2, Ohio State. 7:30 game on ABC. Both top 5 teams playing. Very eager to see who wins this game. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Ohio State.
The Buckeyes over the Irish. I'm pulling for the Irish. I have no allegiance to either team.
7:30.
So 7:30 game on ESPN. And what do we have here? Memphis playing across the river at Mississippi State. And that is a 7:30 game on ESPNU game. Who do you have?
I have Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. You mean
No,
Mississippi State?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. Middle Tennessee is going to keep winning. They're going to beat all these teams. Next game, very important game, Georgia State at South Carolina in Columbia. 7:30 game on ESPN Plus. Who do you have,
I
Brett?
have South Carolina.
South Carolina. Here's the big one we've been waiting on. Woof. Ball State marches into Tennessee tonight, 7 p.m. on the SEC Network. Big Hendon Hooker there with the ball. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Tennessee.
Tennessee with the win.
I won the Tennessee.
Now, as it comes back to us, I want to point out that Brett comes up with these on his own. He decides who's going to win, and these picks are brought to you by Brett himself each week. Now, you can take that to the bank, do what you want to, but this guy is award-winning. He's got more awards than I do in making picks. Just saying.
Yeah.
So that's what this show's all about. Now, we also have some high school football game going on. We have a couple games under our belt here at Bradley. Good win against, what was the first game?
Walker Valley.
Well, Walker Valley last week, and the week prior to that.
It was Brainerd.
Brainerd. So Bradley with 2 wins.
We won 2 games. Started the season.
Both of them here at home, too.
Started the season, and on the 26th
now,
against
Cleveland
Walker Valley.
comes to town, and what is their record?
They won over McMinn County.
They won over McMinn County. What about the week prior?
They lost against Red Bank.
Lost against Red Bank, so they're 1-1.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They're coming here tomorrow night. It's going to be a big game. We expect all of you guys to be here for that one, and there's no doubt going to be a packed house. And who do you think is going to win the Cleveland at Bradley matchup?
I'm going with Bradley. I'm a alum.
He graduated from Bradley, 2010.
Here's some games we're going to be
Tell us, Brett.
playing tomorrow. Signal Mountain.
Signal Mountain.
Bill Price's former team.
That is his. Well, he's also former coach here.
Playing McMinn Central.
McMinn Central. And who's the coach of that?
He used to be the coach here at Bradley.
Here, that's right.
Assistant coach here at Bradley.
Matt Moody.
You have the team you just said. Walker Valley. Playing the Owls of Ottawa. At Ottawa.
At Ottawa. The Eulers.
That game is at 7.
You know what a Euler is? That's German for owl.
That game's at 7:30.
Okay, 7:30 game.
Oh, and here's a big rivalry right here. It's Ray McMinn.
Ray County, McMinn County.
They're the game of the week.
Game of the week. F&F, right?
Yep. Also at 7:30. East Hamilton is visiting East Ridge.
That's just up the road for them.
Also, East Hamilton ended up losing the team out of Georgia last week.
Heritage?
Yeah. You have Hardin Valley Bearden.
Hardin Valley Bearden, that's a big rivalry.
not 7:30, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
You have the team right here.
7 o'clock.
Tomorrow night.
Farragut.
You have Farragut and Maryville.
Big rivalry.
Up there in Knoxville.
We're rooting for Maryville. I mean, doesn't matter, but.
And the other one, South Pitt.
Yes.
And Lookout Valley.
South Pitt.
Lookout Valley. Lookout Valley. And you could see all those. Kingsport
is playing Brainerd. Game that we played already. You can watch.
You can see all the scores and highlights tonight at 11.
Tomorrow night
on Local 3.
Local 3.
With Ben Bobick.
Ben Bobick,
He's doing the show now.
He's doing the show.
Sports.
You can also catch updates during the games on Mix 104.1, their Mix TV. They will have a scroll that shows updates as the game continues to go. And of course, they're going to be here as well tomorrow night. But watch our stream, okay?
And listen on Mix as well.
Listen to it or watch it
and
on
listen
BCHS.TV.
And
listen, if we could tell you one thing today, it's to tell everybody you know, everybody you meet today, to look on BCHS.TV. Share that with somebody today, please. Tell them how to watch Bradley Cleveland, because you're going to want to watch it. It's produced by the local students.
Get T-shirts.
They are giving away, selling T-shirts, $5, the cheerleaders here. That's all we have today, Brett.
And tickets.
I'm so excited that we are back on the air. So until next week, we'll see you
on the sideline.
Chicago White Sox manager Tony La Russa is out indefinitely because of an unspecified health issue. The 77-year-old La Russa missed Tuesday night's 9-7 loss to Kansas City on the recommendation of his doctors. The team said he is scheduled to undergo additional testing in Arizona with his personal physicians over the coming days. La Russa's absence on Tuesday was announced about 1 hour before the first pitch. The Hall of Famer showed no signs of health issues during his pregame session with reporters before the game. Now, let's take a look at today's biggest baseball scores. As you can see here, the Rays have won the Marlins, and of course the Cardinals have won against the Reds, like they always will. 9-time Pro Bowl offensive lineman Jason Peters is slated to meet with the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday, per USA Today's Jory Epstein. The team is in need of extra help at the tackle position following Tyron Smith's hamstring injury, which is expected to keep the valuable mainstay out for a majority of the regular season. Cowboys coach Mike McCartney told reporters to stay tuned on potential additions at the tackle slot, but stressed that rookie OL Tyler Smith will get his opportunity to earn a starting role. Looking to our finals college football game, we shall review before the upcoming Week 1 matchups. The game of the week for Week 1 will be a matchup between top 5 teams on Saturday night primetime number 5, Notre Dame At number 2, Ohio State. Despite both teams being ranked very high, Ohio State is favored to win by 17 points according to Caesars Sportsbooks. Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame's year 1 head coach, stated in a recent media day that he would use this fact as motivation for his team to pull an upset over the Buckies, a team that the Fighting Irish have never beat in their history. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more news right after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland.
Welcome back. Dolly Parton is sharing her style with our four-legged friends. The superstar is launching Doggy Parton, a line of dog apparel and accessories with that Dolly flair. Part of the proceeds will go to a Tennessee animal rescue nonprofit. Info at doggyparton.com. A teenage girl escapes from a satanic cult in the limited series Devil in Ohio, based on a novel inspired by true events. Stars Emily DeChantel and Madeline Arthur say they both love thrillers.
A Memphis police investigation to crack down on car thefts took a dangerous turn Wednesday. A Memphis police officer was seriously hurt in the Westwood neighborhood in southwest Memphis. Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis says officers were running the license plates on vehicles after getting tips there were stolen vehicles in the area. Davis says 2 of the plates came back stolen. As officers were leaving the area of Horn Lake Road and Horn Lake Cove, Chief Davis says one suspect, possibly more, fired shots at police.
Turhan Knight was terminated on August 25th. He'd been employed with the department since 2018. In the video posted on an account later deleted, Knight introduces himself as an officer with Louisville Metro and encourages viewers to join the department. Then says, quote, "Never mind what happened to Breonna Taylor. We killed that bleep." The Louisville Metro Police Department would not comment on the video, saying they are not investigating the agency. Knight has since apologized, calling the video a joke and apologizing to Taylor's family.
An attorney for a black pastor in Alabama arrested while watering his neighbor's flowers is calling the incident irrational, irresponsible, and illegal. When officers asked what Jennings was doing at the house, he said he's been asked to water the flowers while a neighbor is gone. Officers asked for ID and Jennings refused. He is later handcuffed while trying to make a phone call. The officers later speak with the 911 caller who confirms Jennings would be watering her flowers since they are out of town. His charge of obstructing governmental operations were later dropped.
Gas prices continue their decline this week, with regular gas hitting $3.87 per gallon on Thursday, according to AAA. Gas prices have declined for more than 70 consecutive days since hitting a record high of national average of $5.02 per gallon on June 14th. Experts continue to warn that gas prices, which are tied to crude oil prices, could rise again as the factors contributed to oil market vitality for most of this year. Russia's war, low refinery capacity are still at play.
Hardwick Tactical is closing its Cleveland plant. The company used to be Hardwick Clothes, a local men's clothing line that goes back more than 100 years in Cleveland. They were trying to transition from making dress suits to military uniforms. Management says they could not overcome the impact of COVID-19 on the business. 129 employees will lose their jobs. Mayor Kevin Brooks says that the plant on Old Tasso Road should not remain vacant for very long.
Authorities say skeletal remains found nearly 40 years ago in rural northeast Tennessee have been identified as those of a missing Indiana girl. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said Tuesday that the remains have been positively identified as those of Tracy Sue Walker. She was born in 1963 and reported missing from the Lafayette, Indiana area in 1978. Her remains were found in 1985 in Tennessee, hundreds of miles southeast of Lafayette. Authorities say forensic genetic genealogy testing earlier this year provided possible family members, and DNA testing confirmed a match. Officials are still trying to determine how Walker ended up in Tennessee and how she died.
A new company plans to bring close to 400 new jobs to the Tennessee Valley area. Ironcraft Attachments was welcomed to Cleveland and Bradley County on Wednesday. Ironcraft manufactures a full range of agricultural equipment. The company first launched in 2014 when it opened its first plant in Decatur, Tennessee. It's opened its second manufacturing plant in Athens, Tennessee, and continues to grow. Bradley County officials stated, as always, we are grateful for new industry, jobs, and continued investment in our community.
The U.S. Postal Service is celebrating the man behind the beloved Peanuts comic strip with 10 new Forever stamps. Debuting in the 1950s, the comic became history's most popular and successful strip. For 5 decades, its cartoonist Charles M. Schulz wrote, drew, and inked and lettered every Peanut strip, nearly 18,000 of them. The last strip published the day after he died in 2000. The Forever stamps commemorate the centennial of Schulz's birth. He would have turned 100 years old this year. You can purchase the stamps at ups.com, and if you do, be sure to share on social media using hashtag #CharlesMSchulzStamps.
Today is World Letter Writing Day, which encourages people worldwide to pick up a pen, grab a piece of paper, and write a letter. It's also a day to learn about the art of letter writing. In this digital age of text and email, it's almost unheard of to sit down and compose a letter. However, according to research, there are good reasons not to abandon letter writing altogether. If you have never written a letter, all you need to know is the parts it should include. These parts include a date, a greeting, the body, a closing, and your signature. The best way to observe this day is to write a letter to someone. It could be a friend, a relative that lives miles away, or someone you have lost contact with over time. The recipient of your letter could even be your spouse, a parent, or best friend.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You also find more online at our website, bchs.tv.
Please remind your friends to like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. You just can't get enough Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 in the Soroa Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School.
From all of us with Vox News, thank you for watching.
We hope you have a splendid day.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.